Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. As you can see, I am in my office. Things still are not completely set up in here, but obviously that's not like the biggest priority for us because baby's gonna be here soon. So we've been trying to get like everything going for that. But today's video is going to be about getting that baby out. Now, I initially wanted to do a video on safely inducing yourself and getting the baby to engage. So I was gonna make it two separate videos, but these things really do go hand in hand. So this video is gonna be like an all-in-one of those two things. But before I get to my tips, I have a disclaimer, check it out. First of all, like, why? Why would you want to like induce yourself at home? So I've personally never been induced, but like so many reports of like hospital inductions, it's so, people say that it's like so unpleasant. Pitocin just takes you from 0 to 100. And then with medical intervention, like the risk of further intervention just goes up. We don't want to try any of these things if we're not like 40 weeks or closely approaching 40 weeks. So first of all, like when it comes to induction, the first thing you want to think about is kind of getting that baby engaged. What engagement means is like how far your baby's head is in your pelvis or the birth canal. So you'll hear your doctor say things like, oh, the baby's at a fetal station of -4 to like -3, -2, -1, or a 0 or whatever. Those numbers just describe like where your baby's head is located in the pelvis. And I'll insert a photo here. So like the doctor will basically be able to tell during a vaginal exam, you know, they start doing those around like 37 weeks in a normal pregnancy, a normal singleton pregnancy. If your baby's high and like not engaged yet, you'll be at like a -5, meaning like the doctor puts her hand up there and the baby's head can just kind of float away and like float upwards because the baby's just not engaged yet. And a +5 would be the baby is crowning and it's time to push. So usually about 2 weeks before delivery, the baby begins to engage in the pelvis, but it's like not uncommon for like second pregnancy, third pregnancy like myself, for the baby to just not go too low into the birth canal until you actually start labor. So this is like kind of like pre-labor stuff. So my tips on how to get the baby to engage are, first, try curb walking. Curb walking is basically just walking on the curb. So one foot is on the curb and the other foot is like on the street. My next tip is walk uphill or walk upstairs. That helped me. And my last tip is bouncing on a yoga ball. I've been bouncing on my yoga ball like crazy. My husband thinks it's the funniest thing. But yeah, it's like my yoga ball right now during pregnancy is like the most comfortable thing ever. Like it really helps with like that back and pelvic pain. So it's like double help. Those are my tips for getting the baby engaged. And you can just do like regular walking. That should help as well. Being up on your feet. Once the baby's engaged, you want to know, okay, so like how do I get labor going? Like how do I get these contractions going? What can I do to get things moving along? So my first tip is sexual intercourse. Not just sexual intercourse. I'll just be frank. Have some good sex. get with your husband and have some good sex, because an orgasm is what's gonna help stimulate that uterine contractions. It's gonna like just, you know, get it to contract. Y'all know what happens. And then having sex, it also triggers the release of oxytocin. And if sex is uncomfortable at this point of pregnancy, if you can't find a position that's like comfortable, then oral sex works too. You just want to have an orgasm, like, but I do think that sexual intercourse, vaginal sexual intercourse is best because semen does contain a chemical that helps relax the cervical tissues. My next tip is nipple stimulation. So this can happen during sex, during foreplay, or you can get a manual pump, or even I've never tried it with an electric pump, but you can use a manual pump and try pumping. There's more evidence that nipple stimulation helps with the getting labor to start. So yeah, if sex is uncomfortable, nipple stimulation should be really helpful. Basically, the goal with that is to like trick your body into thinking that like there's a baby at your breast nursing. That'll release oxytocin, and oxytocin is a natural chemical that our brain releases that helps labor just move along. Pitocin is actually the like synthetic version of that. So yes, nipple stimulation. You'll notice after you have your baby, if you decide to breastfeed, that when your baby latches on, you'll even get more contractions because the baby sucking will cause your uterus to kind of like shrink back down and go back into the pelvis where it belongs. And I think that's why people say that, oh, breastfeeding makes your stomach go down and helps you lose weight. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. It helps your stomach go down, yes, but I personally don't believe that it helps you lose weight. But anyway, those are my tips on how to get your baby out. I guess like a bonus tip, I would say, some people agree, some people disagree, is red raspberry leaf tea. Drink red raspberry leaf tea. Red raspberry leaf tea it's been found to strengthen the uterine muscles so that when you do begin to have contractions, they're more stronger and effective contractions. I've even heard of mothers and midwives and doulas suggesting that you brew it like really, really strong, like as a labor tea to get it started. I've never tried that. I don't know if I'll try it this time. Maybe I will. But another plus to red raspberry leaf tea is it's been found to help with postpartum bleeding. So mothers who drink red raspberry leaf tea, they have a lot less bleeding afterwards. And girl, look, you ain't had a period in about 9 months or so. So yes, drink you some red raspberry leaf tea. Comment below and tell me if you tried any of these things or what sort of things you tried to get labor going. So really quickly, I just want to do a 36-week update. I don't have much to update because not much has changed, but I guess we'll talk about like the few things that has. I basically constantly have heartburn. Like I can't eat anything without getting heartburn. Like everything gives me heartburn. If I look at food the wrong way, I'll get heartburn. So there's that. I am like eating Tums like 3 times a day. And I have like that like back pain, sciatica, like it's just like all the time. And I'm not complaining. I hope I don't sound like I'm complaining. I just know this comes with the territory. So I'm not complaining. I'm just like sharing. And I'm pretty sure that baby has flipped. So I know that she was already head down, but she was facing sunny side up, which is not like bad, but that's not like optimal birthing position. You want the baby's face facing your back. So I'm pretty sure she flipped because like my belly went from not looking so round to like looking like I'm legit hiding a basketball inside of my shirt. Like, so I've grown, you guys, I've grown. And it's just crazy because like I'll get like DMs on Instagram and people like, and it's so stupid because people will send me stupid DMs, like rude DMs from fake accounts. It's like, who are you? Like, say it from your real account. But they'll say things like, why are you posting pictures from 20 weeks and hashtagging them 35 weeks? And it's like, I'm not. Like, and I can prove that I'm not, and I can argue with them about how I can prove that I'm not, but it's like, you don't matter because you don't even want to say this stuff from your real account. Like, I posted, I'm going to insert the picture that I posted. I guess like, and I mean, your belly looks a little bit flatter if your baby's sunny side up. Once the baby turns and is facing the back, your belly will like round out a little bit more. And it's like, okay, so I straighten my hair 2 times a year. I straighten my hair in May and I straighten my hair in November. Those are the times of year that I straighten my hair. Like, obviously, and you guys know, I told you guys when I straightened my hair, like, so it's like, do the math. Like, obviously I'm 35 weeks pregnant in this picture, so I don't know. And I guess that just kind of like comes with it when you like open your life up a little bit more to social media. And that's kind of like why I just didn't for so long. I have always been kind of like a private person. When I was younger, I wore my heart on my sleeve a lot, and I got hurt a lot doing that. So I kind of like taught myself not to do that. So I just stopped. But like now, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit more open, share a little bit. But yeah, you get comments like that and it's just like, come on, like, give me a break. But I digress. I think baby has flipped because my belly just looks more round. Like before it was like a bump, but it was like a flat bump. Like it was weird. Still cute though, whatever. Yeah, let me give you guys a bump shot so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this is what I mean. My belly's a lot more round now. My belly does look like a little lower. It doesn't look like it's sitting as high as it was. And I do notice that I'm not like as gassed when I'm talking, like I'm not running out of breath all the time anymore. So I don't know, maybe the baby has dropped. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Go ahead and like this video if these tips were helpful. Comment down below and let me know if you guys have tried any of these tips or what tips you've used to induce labor and like kind of get things moving along. What you do to get your baby to engage. And if you are not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 200 subscribers. Wow. Subscribe to my channel, you guys. Follow me on Instagram. I update a lot more. I post my stories every single day. I post pictures. Go ahead and keep up with me over there. It's lit. And I'll see you guys in the next one.